Angelica?
She's dead. She's dead. Now what to do with you? Open the door and let our friends out. As you wish.
Let's get the show on the road. Brandon, take him away.
No, don't take him. Don't take him.
Knock it off, Angelica. I have a gun and you know I'll use it.
No,
Just let them.
no.
Come on. We're gonna go or what?
Well, here we are. Just you and I.
No, Lynette, I am not going to let you do this to me. I will kill you if I have to. I'm not going to let you do it to me.
I'd love to see you try, bitch. Put the knife down. Go ahead. Put it down. That's better. Now I'll keep my gun in my pocket. Didn't feel much like using it anyway right now. I think it's time for me and you to have a little chat, Angelica. I don't think you know everything that you need to know about me.
No, I do know, Lynette, and I am so sorry for what I did to Emma. I will never forgive myself for that.
You really think that that's what it's all about? You really think that this is all about Emma?
Yes, this is the way that my life has been. It was your daughter, Steven's best friend. Everyone has it out for me.
Go back, Angelica. Go back. To over 30 years ago when you were just a baby. I was finally so happy that I got a little sister. And then everything changed. My parents were over the moon, but then when everything changed, when that car accident happened, I got shifted off to a cold and dusty orphanage. And what did you get, Angelica? What did you get? You got adopted by the Diamond family, one of the richest families in Lakeside Falls. Well, I got shipped off to the orphanage, and you think it's about Emma. And in the orphanages, that's where I met Dr. Tontine, that crazy bastard. Well, he spied on the Diamond family because I wanted to find out everything about you. I was so damn jealous. And that's when he met your mother, and he had that little affair. And that's where Steven came about.
Lynette.
And the cherry on top of the sundae said you killed my daughter. My favorite daughter. The one thing in this world that I truly loved. I'm proud of everything that I did here. I'm proud. The only regret that I have is that I didn't kill you when I had the chance.
Lynette, it is not my fault that she was locked away.
Just don't want to hear it anymore, Angelica.
Lynette, please! Lynette, listen! Lynette!
Stop with the Lynette!
Then what should I be calling you? The Terminator?
Why don't you just call me by my name? Maddie.
You're Maddie?
I thought it was time that you knew.
Wait. I'm so confused. Have you been pretending to be Maddie and Maddie pretending to be Lynette?
Angelica, sweetie, there is no Lynette.
What? What do you mean?
I mean she doesn't exist.
That's impossible.
You've underestimated me, Angie. I guess you must have forgotten what I'm actually capable of.
How? How did you do all of this? How was there no twin?
It all started after the car crash. After that car crash that killed our mom and dad. I was shocked. I was torn. My whole life was pulled into pieces that day. I lost everything. And I knew one day that I would find you. And that I would become best friends with you. And that's exactly what I did. But there was also a part of me that hated you. And just wanted to kill you.
So what did you do?
When I was almost 18, I was going to be released from the orphanage. And I knew exactly what I was going to need to do. Growing up, I was always the smartest one in the class. I got a full ride to my university, majoring in criminal justice. I knew that I was cracking. I knew that there was two sides of me. I was like I was two different people. And I knew I had the perfect plan. I had to murder people, although that there was that one side of me that didn't want to do it. That there was something in me that was forcing me to. And I knew that I was going to frame you for the murders and make you suffer for an act that you didn't commit.
How long have you planned this?
I knew even before I had children. I needed a backup plan in case I got caught for the serial killings and worried I might slip up in the process. I needed to create another person I could say was the killer. Kill them off and then come back and be good again. And then enact my revenge again and win. And that's exactly what I did. I went back, photoshopped photos to make it look like I grew up with a twin named Lynette Roberts. I made birth certificates and everything. I would decide when I went out whether I was Lynette or Maddie that day. At work I was always Maddie, but my home life became Lynette after I had children. Lynette was the dark side of me. I met my ex-husband Ray in a bar one night. He was the first person I ever introduced myself to anyone as Lynette. A few weeks later I found out I was pregnant with my first child, Emma. Then a few years or so after I found out I was pregnant with my next daughter, Mary. No one knew about my double life, not even my kids. Although I did tell them I had a twin out there somewhere. My husband always thought I worked at a bank, when really I was working in the detective's office. It was fun. It was kind of like a game. Emma became friends with Stephen. He and Emma went to the same college and became friends. Then, she must have gone to Lakeside Falls with him one day, and she met Bruno. I thought to myself that I needed to break them up. I felt uncomfortable with the whole situation. My two lives were starting to intertwine. Then Bruno and I slept together, and Emma saw it. She was heartbroken. A few weeks later, I found out I was pregnant with his child. Obviously, I lied and told her that it was me and her father that were having the baby. But she knew better.
And that's when Emma reached out to me and said that she had a baby for me.
Yes. And she planned on taking the baby from me and giving the baby to you. Then, when I was 6 months pregnant, I was going to meet Stephen for the first time in person. The next thing I know, he tells me he's driving around the corner, and ironically, Emma is hit by a car. I knew he was a diamond. I knew what he was capable of. I thought at first that he killed my daughter. And I found out weeks before that Emma was working with you because I was always watching you. So I dressed up in my getup and wrote that first letter to you. Still want your baby, Angelica? Follow my instructions and you will get it. Kill Stephen Diamond, I will make your life a living hell. Your Terminator. I wanted you to kill Stephen.
And why did you call yourself the Terminator?
Because it was the movie sitting on the mantle as I wrote the letter. And it was perfect. I wanted to terminate your existence and terminate your life. And I succeeded. But the story doesn't end there. A few months later, I gave birth to Brandon. I didn't want him at first. He reminded me of what I did to Emma. I decided to be nice and give him to you. And Stephen moved out of the country anyway, so I didn't care that you didn't do as I say and killed him. The first thing I wanted to do was enact my revenge, was to start and slowly take away your happiness. I had another daughter with Ray before we officially divorced. He took her away from me. He kidnapped her. Somehow, Ray ended up dead, and she was sent to an orphanage. I spent years tracking her and gave up eventually. Then I found out you and John were getting married. I was so happy to receive an invitation, as Maddie, of course. I went on the cruise and I attacked Jonathan. I held him in the basement for years, having him rewatch the videos I recorded of you and Emma talking about how you deceived Jonathan and lied about your pregnancy.
You were recording me?
I had to. I had to use it for blackmail. I knew eventually, and he certainly did, ended up hating you. And he started calling the shots. When Stephen returned, a week before we lit your house on fire, I found out that you were actually the person that killed Emma. It was Stephen that told me he hated you as much as I did. I'm ready for vengeance. That's when I dragged him into my plan. We struck fire to your home and we held you in that gas chamber. Then our plans went a little awry. when you put him in that coma, so I had to ride solo for a while. I found Tontine and had him drug you. I committed the lakeside killings and framed you. After I kicked Bruno down the stairs on the Halloween party, I slipped up because the police knew that I was the only one in the house that night. So I tried the Lynette game with Jamie and I overdid it. I knew she was on to me. She knew it was me. So I got my bulletproof vest ready. You, Bruno, and Jamie showed up. And we both struggled with that gun and that trigger was pulled. I was taken away in the ambulance. And then later that night, Bruno got the call from the doctor that Maddie had died. Little did Bruno know that the doctor on the other end had a gun to his head. The coroner was on the payroll. I knew Maddie would have to be resurrected soon, as I wasn't done with you yet. So I went away and tried to figure things out. Jonathan took over for me while I was away and ordered Stephen and Mary around as Mary pretended to be his mother. Stephen told Brandon about you lying about the pregnancy, but didn't talk about the details.
You faked your pregnancy because Dad wouldn't have left you if you didn't have a child. So you adopted me. And isn't that right, Mom?
Their plans went insane when Brandon stabbed Mary, which wasn't supposed to happen, and Jonathan ran off. I knew sooner or later I was going to have to make my return. After Brandon stabbed Mary, he was scared. And seeing my son like that, it was truly horrible. I had to tell him the truth about himself, so I did. And that's when he realized what a monster you were. While I was away after I died, I finally found my lost daughter. Hermie and Brandon became the dynamic trio. I was calling all the shots. We had a plan. We were going to fake the deaths and kidnap multiple people in Lakeside Falls and brainwash them to hate you, just like we did with Jonathan. Our first person was Stephen. We needed him out of the way, but he escaped. Next was Audrey Simmons. Then Brandon himself. He had to fake his death to get away. See, what we do is, we would have all the death-like scenarios happen, and when victims were brought to the hospital, Lucy would inject them with a neuromuscular blocking drug, hack into the heart monitor, and make them appear dead. Once their bodies were buried, we'd dig the graves back up and bring them back up to brainwash them. That was around the time Maddie finally returned. I had a false body in the grave, and I could say this person was Lynette. I locked myself in the basement after Evelyn was ordered to take Bruno and Agatha Christie there, and I revealed myself as alive. And I told them the twin story.
I am not the Lakeside Falls serial killer.
Maddie, you better have a good story, because you're going right to jail once we get out of here.
I knew none of them would believe me, but I also knew that once we escaped, the police would dig out the body, and I could hack the body identification records, and make them have no choice to believe the killer was Lynette impersonating me, and I was innocent. It was brilliant! We brought you all to the island. And then the search party came when you, being your sick, twisted self, took Linda's body and faked it off as your own.
That's when I knew we were true sisters, Angie. We both have a dark side.
I am not a murderer. I did not kill Linda.
You killed Emma! It was an accident! While you were attempting to kill somebody else.
I am proud of who I am, Madelyn. I worked hard. I knew I'd never made the best choices, but I got myself help. I raised my son with strength and integrity. I know I am a good person. There is good in everybody, but I can't say the same about you.
Shut up! You ugly, putrid little bitch!
I am not the bad guy here. You are. You're a disgusting pig who deserves the electric chair.
You are a hypocrite!
No, I am not! I didn't deserve any of what was happening to me. Honest to God, I could kill you.
You've taken the words right out of my mouth. Last words.
No, this is not happening. You have taken too much away from me. There is no way I'm going to allow you to stab me with that knife.
You're right, Angie. I'm not going to kill you right now. I'm having way too much fun. In fact, I think I'll kill your brother first. Right in front of you. Take a seat. My That's it. As much as I love watching you suffer, this has to end. I'm gonna shoot 2 bullets into your head. Watch you die slowly while I pop some popcorn and enjoy.
Stephen, there was never a Lynette Roberts. She faked. She faked it all. This double life.
What? There's no twin?
No.
How?
You'll be dead before you know the truth, Stephen, so don't ask questions!
Oh my god. You stay back! You stay back! You stay away from us. You are not going to destroy our lives anymore!
There are 2 bullets in my gun with both of your names on them, going straight through your heads.
No. We will always win. Because tomorrow is another day.
And you will not do this to our lives anymore. These games end now!
How horrible would it be if Stephen Diamond and Angelica Ramirez got in a little train accident?
You stay away from this girl. No, you don't do this.
LFPD. LFPD, who's in here? Oh, shit. Hey, you alright? Hey. What's your name?
Who is that?
I'm Samuel Jackson. I'm with the Lakeside Falls Police Department. You're safe now.
This is Deborah Smith with 25 News. Very sad things happening in Lakeside Falls right now. Stephen Diamond and Madelyn Roberts, former detectives from Lakeside Falls PD, were struck dead by an oncoming train. Apparently Roberts was trying to kill Stephen's half-sister, Angelica Ramirez. In order to save her, Diamond grabbed Roberts and jumped in front of the train. Ramirez has been in the hospital since, being treated for dehydration and PTSD. Roberts' accomplices, her own children, Brendan Ramirez, Angelica's adopted son, and Lucy Maxwell have all been behind the tragic events that have happened the past year in Lakeside Falls. Maxwell was found dead in Roberts' home, and Brandon Ramirez is on the run, and a massive manhunt is underway. He is believed to be armed and dangerous. More coverage after these messages.
Stefan, I can't believe you're gone. I know I wasn't the best papa, but I'm gonna try my hardest to be a better man. And take your soul with me to change the world. Goodbye, Stefan. Thank you, madam.
Hey. Anything look good?
An onion.
I had those earlier.
Angelica? Angelica, we're here. Are you okay? Honey. Oh, it's a terrible thing that's happened to both of us. I'm sorry I came over so soon, but I just needed to make sure you were okay. How are things?
Mom, I just need to get out of here. I know that I should have done this sooner. There's just been so much. I need to get the hell out of here.
I know exactly what you're saying, Angelica. I can't wait to get back to Dennis. I can't wait to get home, and we're taking Amelia and Audrey with us. We're going to take them in.
Angelica, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Amelia.
Okay, Angelica, we're heading out. Okay. You call me if you need anything. Okay. We're heading back home.
All right.
Bye,
Amelia.
Bye.
If you need anything, please don't hesitate. Love you.
Love you. Just have to get out of here. I need a change. I need something new. I need to get out of this place. All right, whoever you are, come out.
Hello, Angelica.
I've been expecting you, Brandon. You gonna kill me now?
Angelica, you have destroyed everything around me. You ruined me. You ruined everyone. I'm not just gonna shoot you. I'm gonna beat you. I will beat you until there's nothing left of you. Until all the stories are just faded away and you'll be a mystery. They'll never find you.
Really? No, I don't think so.
Really? Wow. I didn't know that you suddenly had become so strong. Prove it. Do it right now. Do it. I swear to God, if you don't do it right now, I better take this hammer to the side of your face. Do it!
Brandon, please, I can't. Brandon, please come with me. I'm gonna lead Lakeside Falls. It can just be you and me. Remember all those years? I was your mother. I was a good mother, Brandon, please. It can be like old times, Brandon. Please come with me. Please, I'm begging you. Please come with me.
You're a lie. You're not my mother. You're a con. You're a thief. You're a crook. And there's one thing I've learned these past 2 years. And that's trust no one.
Brandon, think about that time when we thought that your father had died and we bonded together. We both used our strengths, Brandon, and we were a good team, Brandon. Think about that time, Brandon. Think. Please, think. Brandon, I can put this away and we can go together, Brandon. We can do this together.
You're right. I'm sorry. It's true that Madelyn did this to me and that all this has really happened because of me and her. But I can't run away from the facts that you yourself have killed many people and that Steven has killed many people. We're all the same. We've done bad things. There's no way that this is never gonna turn out with like a happy ending. It's just not. With the proof of what we've done, there's just no way. We can't live normal lives.
No, Brandon, that's not true. We can recreate, we can find new lives.
Angelica, I get what you're saying, where you want to put this all aside, but you can't keep running from it. There's proof. And I have proof.
One night I got in my car and I chased Steven. I ended up killing him. What? Brandon, what? Did you record that? No, you have it all wrong. It's all wrong.
It's not wrong. It's the truth. It's solid fact. You killed Emma. And this isn't the only thing that you've actually done. The police are already on their way. I sent them a tape.
No, you are not going to send me away. I have suffered far more than anyone ever did in those jails. No, I will not go to jail.
There's no escaping the law. You have to do it. You have to pay for what you've done. As much as I do. As much as everyone else does.
Why? Why?
This has to happen now.
No, it doesn't. Hi. Yes, I have covered for you for years. Now it's time for you to start covering for me. Did Mom ever realize that you were alive?
No, I don't think so, Angelica. It's been 30 years and she's not smart enough to figure it out.
Dad, why did you fake your death all those years ago? Why did you do it?
I was, let's say, in trouble with the law and I just had to get away.
Dad, we missed out on so many things. I was the only one, I was the first one and the only one that knew.
Angelica, I just have to say now, it's only going to be you and me.
Dad, I know that we can do it. We can start new. I need to start over. I know that we can do it.
Angelica, tomorrow is another day.
Took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in